Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Bob Rass here explaining to you why most charts look the same. He asks why most charts look the same simply because most altcoins are pegged directly with Bitcoin. The majority of market makers hedge their risk with Bitcoin to reduce that. Altcoin markets should follow the basic supply and demand rule and be completely decoupled. Let altcoins grow. And so I've been saying this for a while. For those of you guys who do not know who Bob Rass is the CEO at COINFIELD. He is the CEO and co-founder, has established several ventures with the manufacturing, tech, and marketing industries. His multi-billion-dollar businesses have over 100 distribution outlets in 62 countries worldwide. In 2018, Bob switched his focus to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology with one goal in mind: to create a new financial ecosystem for a new era. So this guy is an entrepreneur. And, he's explaining, maybe to some of you guys who still kind of don't get that this industry is still so new. We are going to see altcoins move with Bitcoin, but this is a good thing for us because all we really have to do is follow Bitcoin's moves in order to kind of best guess where altcoins will go from there. Michael Pinky says, get rid of base pairs, only allow fiat to crypto pairs, and he thinks that this is the solution to the decoupling of altcoins from Bitcoin. Anders L says, need more fiat trading pairs instead of Bitcoin trading pairs, so the same sentiment here. But Bob Rass explains that doesn't solve the issue. Even if all exchanges decide to offer only altcoin fiat trading pairs, still the value will fracture according to the price of BTC. The main problem is being caused by institutional market makers who hedge their risk with BTC. And guys, this is why Bitcoin is still so important. It's the leader of the pack. It is what is going to drive the crypto market, at least in the present and in the near future. Eventually, we will get some decoupling, but for now, we are at the mercy of Bitcoin, and this is XRP on the hourly, trading at about 4.234 cents. You can see I still have my price target here in the pink line. I got into another XRP position at 23.5, and over the last few hours, we've just kind of seen it vacillating within this zone here, bouncing up, coming back off support, bouncing back up again, and now it's back down within support. So where are we going to see XRP go next? I do have another target down here, guys, at 19.7. If we do see that drop any further, Bitcoin here, we're all at the mercy of Bitcoin, so this is where we have to look. Bitcoin still hovering in that $10,000 zone. The $10,000 mark is clearly a very strong level of support for Bitcoin. It's a psychological number. As soon as Bitcoin dips below 10,000, buyers realize, whoa, this is a good price for Bitcoin. I can get Bitcoin under 5 figures, which I suppose is the new, $1,000 some time ago now. But this is the thing, as we keep rallying up, the bottoms get higher and higher. So, somebody's $10,000 buy limit today was once somebody's $1,000 buy limit a while back, so 4 or 5 years ago. But anyway, this is Bitcoin on the hourly. We are still not out of the woods yet. Okay, we still need to make higher highs, higher lows in order to get out of this holding pattern. But as I said before, guys, it wouldn't be unusual for Bitcoin to go down to 8,700. Okay, on the long-term analysis, we would still see, even if Bitcoin did go down 30%, like we've seen in the past, we've seen corrections of 35%. 30% would bring it down to 8,700, give or take, which would bring us in these zones here. Okay, and that would bring us into another, what I'm assuming would be a strong level of support. So let's not be surprised if Bitcoin does go down further, if XRP does hit 19.7 or even lower, who knows? I don't have a crystal ball, guys. The fact of the matter is, though, we are in a bull market. This is just short-term pain for some long-term gain. This is Bitcoin on the weekly. You guys can see we have been trending upwards since mid-March. We just need to keep seeing higher highs and higher lows for this to continue. Michael at Val5Links on Twitter posted this. So this with regards to Binance Futures. Binance Futures, the futures trading platform of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by reported trading volume, is set to launch 2 new perpetual contracts for XRP and Ethereum Classic, according to its Tuesday announcement. The contracts will be paired against the USD coin, the USDC stablecoin. They will offer traders an opportunity to go long or short on the base assets with up to 75x leverage. So 75 times leverage if you want to get into that, guys. By no means am I suggesting that you use 75 times leverage. This is not financial advice, of course, but the ability is there if you do want to do that. The new products will become available for trading on September 9th, which is tomorrow. Binance pioneers XRP derivatives. So also for those of you guys who do not remember, XRP made its debut on the Binance Futures trading platform back in January. It became the first major exchange to add an XRP Perpetual contract margin against the Tether, the USDT stablecoin. In a week, a similar product was rolled out for Ethereum Classic, which made the cryptocurrency spike nearly 40% within 24 hours. This was reported by You Today. Binance also added options contracts for XRP and Ethereum in late May. Their main difference from futures is that the trader is not obliged to execute the contract at a particular date. So more trading products coming out from Binance, XRP and Ethereum Classic related. The market share is ramping up. We are seeing these exchanges offer more products for their clients because my thought is they know cryptocurrency regulations will be sorted out at some point. They want to be ready, at least in the countries where they can already offer these products. So it's good to see that Binance is getting a jump start on this. For you VeChain fans, I got some news for you. Specifically in Europe, Bitpanda Lists Vet, VeChain verifies sneakers authenticity. So the VeChain Foundation revealed through its Twitter account the availability of the Vet token on Bitpanda, one of Europe's largest crypto exchanges. So they announced that users can now buy, sell, and swap Vet. In addition, Bitpanda will do a 5,000 euro giveaway on Vet to its users. The total prize money of the giveaway will be divided in two. The final prize will be worth 3,000 euros and will be divided into 300 euros for the 10 users with the highest amount of Vet purchased since the start of the contest on September 8th, which is today. The second prize will be worth $2,000 or 2,000 euros. I'm not sure if that was a typo or not. And will be distributed to the 10 participants who trade any amount of Vet. These will be selected at random, but will not be part of the top 10 selected for the first prize. The VeChain Foundation thanked Bitpanda. The VeChain Foundation added the following: "We're happy to announce that Vet is now fully available on Bitpanda, one of the largest fiat to crypto exchanges in Europe. Buy, sell, and swap VeChain tokens with a multitude of different payment methods and win 5,000 euros in Vet." So you guys in Europe have the option to win 5,000 euros in Vet if you participate in this. Great news coming out of Europe for you Vet enthusiasts. Don't know if there was an option to purchase Vet in Europe before. I'm sure Binance is available in Europe. Tell me down in the comments, guys, what are your favorite options for purchasing altcoins in Europe? Is there a better exchange? Is Binance available? Do a lot of you guys use Binance? Let me know. And guys, as the market slowly matures, as we're starting to see more real-world use cases for cryptocurrency, we've heard in the news many countries are looking towards adopting a version of a CBDC. I saw this from Peter Vass. Brazil is targeting a 2022 launch for its CBDC. So Brazil aims to launch a central bank digital currency by 2022. The president of the Central Bank of Brazil has revealed the CBDC will be part of Brazil's plan to digitize its payment system, including launching an instant payment system and a competitive open banking system. Robert Campos Neto revealed the central bank CBDC ambitions during a recent event. Local outlet Correio Brasileñes reported the digital currency will be the future of the financial system, he stated. However, for Brazil to launch the CBDC, it needs to build a foundation based on an open and instant payment system. And I found that interesting, guys, because I don't know if you remember this, back from June 3rd of this year, Ripple chief Brad Garlinghouse meets with central bank leaders in Brazil. So Brad Garlinghouse did meet with Brazilian authorities back in June of 2020. So according to the agenda of the authorities of Banco Central do Brasil, the 1-hour video conference was scheduled on May 30th from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. to address institutional matters. In addition to Garlinghouse, other Ripple executives attended the closed-door virtual meeting, including the Global Operations Senior Vice President Eric Van Miltenberg and Managing Director of Latin America, Luis Antonio Sacco. So this was a closed meeting at that time. Also, Robert Campos Neto was also involved with that. And so now we are also hearing Robert Campos Neto revealing that Brazil is working towards the CBDC adoption and looking to release that by 2022. Also, it's going to be part of the future of the financial system in the country. Not only that, they want to use it to build a foundation based on an open and instant payment system. So the meeting with Ripple a few months ago, probably no coincidence that Brazil does want to get on board with RippleNet. Here's a quote, guys, from Neto. To have a digital currency, you need an instant payment system that is efficient and interoperable, an open system where you can create competition, and a currency that has credibility, is convertible and international. After that, I think you have all the ingredients to have a digital currency. We think we will have it in 2022, so only 2 years away for Brazil to be part of the financial landscape with regards to CBDCs, and yet we still haven't heard a peep from the United States. Now, how many countries is this? The top 20 economies in the world. Here's just a list of the top 20. And we know USA is number 1, China is number 2, Japan is number 3, Germany 4, India 5, the UK 6, France 7, Italy 8, Brazil is up there number 9, and Canada number 10. I could read the other ones for you guys, but it's all here on the screen. We know China, the second biggest economy in the world, is working on their CBDC already. We've also heard now that Brazil is ready to launch by 2022. Other countries, of course, where we've heard rumblings that a CBDC will exist is Switzerland, South Korea, and if I'm not mistaken, was Germany on that list? Let me know down in the comments if you guys know that for sure, if Germany was on the list, and Japan. Did I mention Japan? Maybe I even forgot to say Japan. My point being, though, is that these are some of the top countries by GDP, and I can already list off a handful of them that are already planning to release a CBDC, to transact with CBDCs. Also, we know Ripple has offices around the world in many, if not all of these countries. I cannot confirm that for sure. So the future of finance with regards to some of the top economies around the world is looking to become more and more congruent over time. We're seeing CBDC rollouts, or at least plans for CBDC rollouts, and yet the United States, we still haven't heard boo from the United States government with regards to any solid plan that has to do with any revamped financial landscape. I suppose there is the Fed Now announcement that they're planning for 2024. But guys, that's just not good enough. We need something sooner. This is the number 1 economy in the world. It is still a waiting game. However, I have confidence. I don't think that the United States will be left behind. I think that the United States has so much brain power and so many talented people that it could roll something out relatively quickly if they're not already working on something secretly. As we speak, I'm sure they are kind of working in tandem with government regulators because they realize, at a point we are going to have to regulate crypto. We are going to have to compete with the biggest economies in the world because we do not want to be dethroned. The U.S. is number 1 in a lot of things, and I have a feeling, especially if Trump were to have his way, that he would want America to be the number 1 economy in the world, continuing through the rest of his presidency if he does get elected again. Okay, and there's also Canada, right? Canada mentioned that they aren't jumping on the CBDC bandwagon, but they are prepped and ready if they need to at any given time. That was the other thing I was remembering. Anyway, just a point there with regards to Brazil and specifically Ripple, how Ripple had their meetings in Brazil in June. Brazil targeting a 2022 release date for their CBDC. But I'm going to move on, guys. This news from Finextra, Dunbridge Financial partners with Currency Cloud, and we all know Currency Cloud is a Ripple partner, for foreign exchange and international payments. So Dunbridge Financial, the Toronto-based international payments company, has partnered with Currency Cloud, the leader in providing B2B embedded cross-border solutions, to offer their customers the opportunity to hold more than 30 currencies, as well as make and receive payments from more than 180 countries. Taking advantage of Currency Cloud Spark, Dunbridge Financial will offer multi-currency e-wallets in their customer's name, allowing both corporates and individuals to hold multiple currencies, as well as make and receive payments from around the world. Commenting on the partnership, Dunbridge Financial co-founder and CEO Alex Arnold said, Currency Cloud's platform provides a strong breadth of currencies and industry-leading platform technology that will allow our customers to manage their FX exposure and move their money at a low cost with fully transparent pricing. So these guys integrated with RippleNet. They integrated a few months ago. Now we're seeing more partnerships with Currency Cloud expanding into the world, in this case with this Toronto-based firm in Canada. So amazing news there coming from Ripple partner Currency Cloud. And guys, if you had any doubts about the safety of your cryptocurrency on an exchange, you probably should ask your lawyer, guys. This is from C3 Nick. I haven't seen C3 Nick online in a while, but when he asked his lawyer about how safe his crypto was on the exchange, this is what his lawyer said. I had my lawyers check the EULA of one of the most reputable, largest crypto exchanges out there, okay? So reputable, largest crypto exchange. And here's still what he had to say without being able to go into too much detail. Do not leave your assets on there ever. You have absolutely no legal measures you can use if they screw up, even if it is a large exchange. So guys, it just gives you more reason to put your cryptocurrency on cold storage. I use the Ledger Nano. I do have an affiliate link if you guys want to use my affiliate link. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it though. But just another point here, legally you don't have much recourse if, even if it wasn't for a nefarious reason and an exchange just got hacked for some reason. My rule of thumb is if you are investing more than $100 in cryptocurrency and expect it to be worth more than $100, it's probably worth it to invest in something like the Ledger Nano. Not your keys, not your crypto, guys. Just remember that. So I thought that was interesting, C3 Nick taking it to the next level, asking his lawyer about this. Gonna keep moving along though, guys. This from Michael at Val5Links on Twitter. More insight into China's CBDC after the digital yuan wallet briefly went live. So more insight into China's CBDC after digital yuan wallet briefly went live. Experts have been looking into a soft launch digital yuan wallet that went live briefly late last month and said that they have uncovered important technical details and possible usage scenarios. The state-owned China Construction Bank, the CCB, one of the biggest commercial banks in the world per market capitalization, has been working with the Central People's Bank of China on the latter's digital currency pilots. And guys, as we know, they soft launched the wallet. The CCB's wallets will allow the PBOC to distribute its tokens. They will also allow vendors to process digital yuan payments, much as end users currently do with e-pay platforms like Alipay. But in late August, multiple web users in China were able to access CCB soft launch wallets that was apparently only intended for use in a controlled testbed environment. Some even tested out the wallet's features and transferred funds to their wallets until the CCB eventually pulled the plug, urging customers to be patient. But investigators were able to take a look at the wallet. So regardless, reporters noted that the wallet clearly had payment, collection, scanning, and transfer functions. They said that they also made use of the scannable QR codes and smartphone-based near-field communication, the NFC technology. So the media outlet quoted a tech expert at the state-funded R&D center as stating that it was evidence that the wallet would be usable offline and needed neither phone network coverage nor Wi-Fi data connections to function. As long as the phone had enough battery power, the wallet will be functional, the expert opined. So looking more into the e-wallets that are made available by the Chinese government to be able to transact with their population with their new CBDCs. Very, very interesting to see the developments there. I wanted to thank Michael at Val5Links for pointing that out. Also just goes back to the point that, China, the second biggest economy in the world, obviously staying on course, making sure that their CBDC rollout works, fixing the kinks as they move forward. And why is my Twitter account suspended? Your account is suspended and not permitted to perform this action. Okay, are you guys seeing this down here? Don't tell me I have to sign up for a new Twitter. Okay, just gonna keep on going with the video for now. Beware, guys, you might have to follow me on another Twitter account. This is number 3. Okay, let's keep moving along here. 980 million XRP have now been sent to claim Spark tokens as 4 exchanges announce support for upcoming airdrop. Hodlers of Ripple's native token are lining up in a big way as they set up nearly 1 billion XRP to claim free Spark tokens. In an update tweeted by Flare Networks, the past week marked the distribution of 980, guys, 980 million XRP, so almost 1 billion XRP, and the number of accounts has risen to 17,077 XRP accounts. As you guys can see here, the number keeps rising and rising, so almost 1 billion XRP, which means that XRP hodlers are able to claim almost 1 billion Spark tokens. So according to the white paper, the Flare Network is a Turing-completed smart contract platform that integrates the Ethereum virtual machine. Its native asset Spark is a governance token that can be used as collateral within applications. Guys, not going to get too much more into this as I have already covered this, but the numbers keep growing and growing. I wonder if we're going to get to 1 billion before December 12th. I have a feeling we will, but we got to keep an eye on that. This from XRP Crypto Wolf. Ripple is hiring a due diligence specialist. Ripple is expanding its BSA compliance team. So the new due diligence specialist will conduct consumer due diligence and enhanced due diligence related to XRP. So more steps towards becoming compliant. Of course, Ripple, that is number one on their agenda, I'm sure, as they do want to integrate with as many banks worldwide as possible. Due diligence in the financial space, of course, is going to be important. So Ripple is expanding its BSA compliance team and seeks to hire an experienced due diligence specialist. This position will be heavily focused on carrying out-of-date BSA/AML/OFAC due diligence requirements. This position reports to the senior due diligence manager. So here are some of the outline points with regards to the job description, guys. I'm not going to go over them. Just wanted to bring this up because I do think it is important to realize Ripple's commitment to this, continuing to move forward, going by the rules within the banking sector. And of course, I'm sure it can't be easy, having to deal with so many different countries around the world. The United States probably being one of the most difficult. Gonna keep moving along though, guys. This from Major Tom at Major Tom XRP. Is this a code for a crash? Now, some of us saw this biggest and fastest financial recovery in history. Donald Trump, what he's talking about is the financial markets. Let me bring up the S&P 500 here on the daily, or rather, this is it on the weekly, and we can see, right, the last top that we saw before the financial crash was up here. We saw the market crash back in mid-March, and now it has surpassed that high. But we did see a bit of a bearish week last week on the S&P 500. So financial recovery, but then he says next year will be the best ever unless a sleepy person who wants to massively raise your taxes gets in, in which case crash. And I believe this was a typo. Some people speculating if this was code for something. I don't think it's code. I think it was just a typo, in which case a crash. So Donald Trump already putting forth the idea that if Joe Biden does get into office, we are going to see a financial crash. The question I have is, does he know more than he's letting on? Now, I know this kind of gets a little bit conspiratorial, but some people are suggesting that, there is a great reset coming and that the powers that be are, in their eternal power, going to try to make sure Joe Biden does get into the White House so that the market crashes, and that will be the excuse for a financial reset. Now, that is wide speculation, not saying that this is happening, but a lot of people do believe that the world, especially financial markets and people in power, are not as they seem. There are people behind the curtains making all these decisions. And I mean, on the one hand, the markets do not look healthy. That is just from my experience dealing with charts over the last almost decade now. This does not seem like a healthy trend. It does seem like this was one last hurrah for, the rich elites to kind of encourage their friends to get out of the market while the market is still high. As we know, Warren Buffett is now invested in gold, and Tim Cook sold off all his Apple shares a couple of weeks ago now when Apple was trading in around here. And now we've seen the market decline a little. September has been an historical month for volatility. The fall in general, historically, we can argue, has seen volatility. So will Donald Trump get in? Will the market keep chugging away? And if Joe Biden becomes the next president of the United States, is a crash inevitable, triggering off a financial reset? One thing, guys, I do know for certain is that holding cryptocurrency is not the worst thing that you can be doing at this moment in time. And just remember, things come full circle. This is another one from Bob Rass. Talk about crypto with 10 average people of society. 9 out of 10 assume you're referring to Bitcoin, and 8 out of 10 have never heard of any altcoins. This is actually fairly true. Why? Simply because there is no mainstream use cases for crypto in our daily lives yet. We are still in early stages, folks. People 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road are going to be wishing they got into cryptocurrency at these prices. But guys, that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.